everybody. Welcome. Good
Hello,
afternoon.
hello.
Hello there.
Hello, everyone.
Eric Thompson, Lorna, Rita, lovely Rita. Hello there, Lala. I didn't mean to wake up Lala. So hello there. How are you all doing?
Hi, Roger, Denise, Eric.
How's F.D.L?
We are good.
We are all good. Yes, all good. I've got another cold again. So
Oh no.
English weather. That's what it is. It's the English weather. 1 minute it's normal degrees, the next minute it's -5. It's just ridiculous.
So I met a guy
yeah,
who lived in the UK, and he moved to California, or is it no Seattle? And he was like, "I left the UK because of the weather," and I was like, "Why'd you move to Seattle?" Because he was complaining about the weather because it was the same weather. So, anyways, should have done his homework, but anyway, yeah. So what are you been up to?
I thought you was going to come with something strong there. Moving the UK to Seattle.
Was snow in or something? Did they get snow in Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle's really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I
would literally not move to Seattle from England. No, I would definitely move like Texas,
Florida,
somewhere where it's like constantly hot and not cold, or Arizona. Arizona's always hot.
Is it? I always thought it was cold there.
No, it's always hot in Arizona. Always hot in Arizona.
Yeah,
but yeah. This weather over here is ridiculous.
And it's going to get colder.
And it's going to get colder.
Mm.
And I don't do well in the cold, as you can see.
No.
I don't like it.
So the next couple of weeks when we go ghost hunting, I'm going to have to I'm going to look like the Michelin Man because I'm going to be like layered up.
Yeah, thermals time. Woolly hats.
Woolly hats, gloves, 24 layers, a jacket and a coat.
Yep.
Eric, is Eric on here?
Yes. He is. He said hello.
Oh,
hello, Eric.
We got that ball. Does he know?
We got your ball.
We got the ball.
We got the ball. I did message him.
I was so excited.
Okay. We got Eric's ball, so we'll try that on the next ghost hunt.
Yeah.
The ram ball.
Yeah, the ram ball.
It's so cool.
You need to call it by the proper grizzly term.
The ram ball.
The ram ball.
So yeah.
Dress up like an Eskimo. That's me, Roger. 100%. I'm not going to leave. There's going to be no skin out. It's all going to get covered. I'm just going to leave my eyes out. I'll have to slit holes in my hat for my ears so I can listen to any noises.
You're going to look like an elf?
Like an elf, yeah, for sure. I am so done with feeling rubbish. So yeah, it's not been good. Did everybody have a good Christmas?
Yeah, we haven't been on since before Christmas, have we?
No.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Didn't we? We spoke about our dinner, what we were going to have. We did post pictures.
Pigs and blankets.
Pigs and blankets, for sure.
Proper pigs and blankets. So, yeah, and then we've posted our new video over Christmas. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it because it was epic.
It was epic.
We got some serious...
we got some stuff, actually, that we had to send to somebody else, didn't we? Because we were like, can you, help us out with this?
Try and verify
it in any way, you know?
Yeah, try and debunk it. What I'll do is I'm going to download it. So, for those who haven't watched, I will put little clips up on here because it was just crazy, wasn't it? Castle Cottage.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute myself a minute.
They do have to watch it because obviously it helps.
And it still wasn't enough, Denise.
Watch it.
It still wasn't enough. They all moaned about the pigs in blankets.
Blankets, kilted sausages. Hear me. There wasn't enough. We were rationed to 3 pigs in blankets per serving, which everybody went back for more pigs in blankets, but there was just none left. So, but I have to say, Mick did cook a really good Christmas dinner. It was amazing. It was.
Yeah, it looked really good.
I could have charged.
He could have charged. It was good.
Nick's sister ate so much she had to go to the toilet to be sick to come back to it more.
Honestly,
It was that good.
she ate so much because she couldn't stop eating it because it was so delicious, but then gave herself a stomachache. So she then was sick, but then came back downstairs and then raided the fridge for like the leftover roast potatoes and a bit of veg.
Wow.
But yeah, but it was
Must
so
have been good.
It was really good, actually, really good. Yeah, we had a good New Year as well. We had a little shindig, a little party here on New Year's Eve, which was nice. But I was kind of, I'm never grateful to take my tree down because it always makes me sad. But I was kind of glad that it had come to an end, so I could like clean the house, and because it'd been like a, what do you call it, one in, one out. So as soon as I got rid of somebody else new came, and then it was like that the whole time. So I was kind of glad to get my house back in order, which was good, because then I just wanted to get back into like 2024, what our plans are going to be this year and where we're going to go, how we're going to move forward and stuff like that. So which we've been discussing, and where we go from here and stuff. So in a couple of weeks we're off to a new place. We've never been there before. They've had some really good reports of stuff happening there, and it's just exciting. And it's a castle as well, isn't it?
It's a proper castle. Proper one
with
a moat. Yeah.
So I am so excited to do that, because we've not done a castle since we've been FDL. I don't think we've done castles before.
I don't think we have we? We've never done an actual castle.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
We've done Margam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've done Margam.
Mixed face.
We did do Margam, yeah. Which is
another house, though, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was kind of.
Wasn't a castle like you think what a castle looks like?
Yeah.
Did it look like a castle?
Yeah, kind of, in a weird way. But yeah, so it'll be exciting anyway, because it's new, and I'm excited to go back out, because like I haven't been out for since December, early December.
Yeah.
Beverly's in. Hi, Beverly. Hope you're doing well.
Happy New Year. And Tracy.
Oh, Tracy, Happy New Year. Oh, I miss everybody. I do.
I do.
I want to hug everyone. I do miss everybody. When you don't speak for ages, it feels like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't like it. I like
being in limbo.
Yeah, just want to get cracking and get back out there and get stuff doing and get stuff done. You know, get the stuff done that we want to get done this year. We've got loads of stuff coming up. We've got we're joining another team in this November, I think it is November or December, to do like a charity event over here in the UK, which is going to be absolutely amazing, where it gives other paranormal teams like us the opportunity to go into a bigger location, because obviously the bigger locations over here are really costly. So it's allowing everybody to kind of chip in, and then because they're so big, you can kind of separate everybody and go off and do your own kind of thing. But then it gives everybody the opportunity to be able to go into these places and you know, do a hunt and share the experience, really, and trying to bring our paranormal community together a little bit, rather than, you know, moving us in the wrong directions, which is what's often happening. But so I'm really excited to be a part of that, especially because it's for charity as well, which is always nice to do. So we're excited for that. We've got obviously a ghost hunt coming up in the next couple of weeks, and then we've got another one. Andrew's secured another one today, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For February, which is again another new location. I don't think many people really go there, so it's quite unheard of. So I think sometimes it's nice to go into places that haven't really been overly done. You know what I mean? So you kind of get, it's more fresh and there's not so many stories, I guess, about it.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about it, isn't it? That it's one that isn't overly done, looks amazing, sounds amazing, very, very old. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, be good. It will be good. So yeah, lots of different things coming up, which is exciting, and it's all good fun. It's all good fun. I can't wait to get out. Happy New Year, Mort.
Welcome, Mort. Nice to have you. It's been a while.
How are you? It's been a while.
Yes.
Been
And
ages.
Watching Holler is up on the board. Hello. So nice to have you there too.
Yeah, it's been a while, Mort. We ain't seen you for ages.
Ages. Have you got that clip, Mick?
Yeah, they're all coming, all three of them. So we've got clips of Al. I'm just uploading them now. They'll take a minute.
Thanks. Can't wait to see you guys in November. Exciting. Oh, Beverly's coming as well. November. Yay.
Yeah, so it'll be a good. That will be a good night. That will be.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's a really good idea to bring our like paranormal teams together, because we're all in it for the same thing. So I don't understand quite maybe the toxicity of it all, because at the end of the day it doesn't really matter who gets the answer as long as we get the answer. No, or am I wrong?
No,
it's the way it should be.
yeah, I mean, I agree. I think maybe sometimes the toxicity arrives when you've got paranormal groups that maybe aren't as experienced.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's a form of jealousy or what it is, but I think the ones that have been around a lot longer, they tend to be more chilled out to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
hey ho, anyway.
Hey ho, we'll just carry on doing us, and we'll just let whatever that is carry on.
Yes.
Yeah, but I do think like the charity event is going to be so good for so many people, for because they're just so over here now. Everybody's like jumped on the bandwagon and charging an absolute fortune for locations, and for small teams like us, it's like you want to do them, but it's because we're self-funded, it's so hard to get in there. Yeah. And it's like we need to save up for this, and we will do eventually, obviously. But at the meantime we can't, because we want to do them all the time. We want to get out there as much as we can. So
yeah, but then I'm finding just lately the smaller quaint places are a lot worse with paranormal activity.
They're better to do.
This last one we done was just like unbelievable.
It was so good.
It was unbelievable with what we caught. I've got clips now that I can show.
Yeah, but if you show him and you watch it, go to the YouTube channel to watch it.
Yeah, go and watch the whole episode. I'm only going to do clips. So this is our EVP. Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise downstairs? But I don't know whether it was something outside, like a car horn. Could have been. But I know we're far away from other houses. Jack, camera. I just see something moving.
Yeah, I felt something behind me as well. Should we go in there?
I'm going to replay that strange audio we've just picked up.
Yeah,
It sounds distinctly like a battle horn. There's also a girl's whispering. Have a look at this.
What was that? Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise downstairs? But I don't know whether it was something outside, like a car horn.
Could have been.
But I know we're far away from other houses. Jack, camera. I just see something moving.
Yeah, I felt something behind me as well.
Did you hear the whispering?
Hear the whispering
At the end? Because I thought it was a car horn outside, but we didn't hear the second horn.
No.
But throughout the night of filming, we could hear that horn. It's like a cavalry horn, isn't it? Like,
It Well, do you know what I thought it sounded like then?
What?
More of a howl.
Ooh.
A howl.
It sounds to me, you know, like
It's a full moon.
you're like, you know,
Lorna wants to know, where out of England are you based?
We're in the middle.
we're in the Midlands.
Midlands.
The Midlands.
Middle
England.
But it sounds to me, you know, like when they used to go. I don't know if I don't think they'll probably do it in America, but they go like fox hunting over here, and before they let the dogs out, they sound a horn, and it makes that kind of sound. Ooh.
It sounds like a Viking horn, like
Yeah,
right
it does
before you
sound
went
like
to
a Viking
battle.
horn.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's good. Play it again. Play it again.
It's
And listen
weird.
carefully. Can you play it again?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that? Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise downstairs? But I don't know whether it was something outside, like a car horn.
Could have been.
But I know we're far away from other houses. Jack, camera. I just see something moving.
Yeah, I felt something behind me as well. Should we go in there?
I'm going to replay that strange audio
No,
with this
right
picture.
at the end, you can hear
It sounds
whispering.
distinctly like a battle horn.
Lorna
There's also a girl's whispering.
bugle.
Have a look at this.
What was that? Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise downstairs? But I don't know whether it was something outside, like a car horn.
Could have been.
But I know we're far away from other houses. Jack, camera. I just see something moving.
Yeah, I felt something behind me as well.
And then you can hear the whispering at the end, can't you? Like that.
Like a
Right.
like a weird moan. But it does sound like a horn. It don't sound like a car horn. It sounds like a horn of some sort. I don't know. It's weird.
It's got headsets on here, hear that better. What do you think, Grizzly?
Hold on, I want to see if I can duplicate that. Stand by. Let's see here. V-I-K Viking horn.
Oh.
It's a good catch. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go to the first one, see if this will work. No, it's not a good one. That's something else. Stand by.
That room was creepy, wasn't it? No.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing is, when we was all downstairs in like early hours in the morning, we heard banging upstairs, like someone running across the landing. We all jumped, but we did not catch it on audio or anything.
On audio.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's so loud.
Yeah.
The footsteps were so loud.
And
And
then
it
we
went on
catch
for
that.
like several seconds, didn't it? Because we were actually like,
It was
what?
running.
You
It
could
was
still
running.
hear it, yeah.
Weird.
But I think another team, they'd got footsteps, hadn't they? But they also weren't able to catch it on audio.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I don't know why it won't let us take that audio, but
All right, here we go. He plays different ones, but the one he played in the very beginning had a higher pitched one.
Yeah.
Let me see if they'll play it
This is
over.
a personal sounding horn, and the idea is that we can communicate to other people various drills or alarms or needs. And this is going to have its own voice that people are going to recognize. Hey, that's somebody's horn. You know, they're going to know whose horn it is, just like their voice. All horns have different sounds.
That's similar.
it sounds like it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm saying. That's when y'all got that. I'm into Viking stuff, so when I heard that, that's what resonated with me. So
It is definitely weird.
Okay.
It is
Yeah.
definitely weird. Hang on, I'm gonna put. Don't put.
Yeah, Tracy, battle horn blown for sure. It must have been sounds like a battle horn.
It does.
Right, this is the so on this clip is our REM pod.
You any harm or any
And it's
disrespect.
somebody-
Just want to communicate.
Did you hear something, Jack?
Yeah,
What did you hear?
like laughing.
There you go.
It's amazing.
Are you laughing at us? Do we make you laugh?
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Do we look funny?
Beep beep. Okay, right. We're gonna stay. We don't want to frighten you away.
Sorry, I get
So-
really excited.
That all night, REM pods are hard to get to go off. But as soon as we got in there, the REM pod was going crazy, wasn't it? You was asking, the girls were asking questions, say, can you make it go beep, 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 and it come back 3 times.
Beep, beep,
It was
beep.
crazy. It was like something was following the device around just to play with it. And even we went upstairs towards the end, and it just started playing with it in the hallway upstairs as well.
oh wow.
So, and for all the avid ghost hunters out there, you know how hard it is to get a REM pod to go off. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, with a spirit to play with a REM pod, it is. We months and months and months, and we haven't had nothing on the REM pod, have we? Until the first day I made that, we had it in our back room, and then that was it. Never again, nothing. And then that night, it was just crazy all
Yeah,
night long on our episode.
We've taken that pod, haven't we, for several occasions, and it's never gone off ever.
And it was just in there. It was like it was wanting to follow that certain device around and use that. And
Just say what Lala's just put up there. She said was there footsteps too, and a question mark. Now we were in the living room, and we were all in the living room, and the REM pod was exactly where it was on the steps where Mick's just shown you, and there was footsteps walking up to that REM pod before it went off, and I heard it twice in that room, but the audio didn't pick up the footsteps, just picked up the audio of the REM pod. So it's strange that we can't seem to obtain the audio for the footsteps, which is odd.
that, obviously, that's our episode. And then this is my most favourite one. We still can't explain this capture, and it's still a bit, I don't know.
What it is.
And this is in the doorway of where the REM pod was. Have you got it come up, Grizzly?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it. Here we go.
Is it guy? What happens? What is it like? What does it look like?
Does it go? And where does it go from?
Who haunts this house?
Right.
Who haunts this house?
No, I'm recording
Will we
this
ever
anyway.
know?
Look.
Whoa! Whoa!
What's the matter?
Whoa!
Oh,
Don't
it's a big
move.
bang.
Don't move an inch.
Come into the
There's
room.
something in the doorway.
I can feel it. I'm cold.
Oh, big draft.
Whoa!
Big draft.
That's dark as well.
Where are they?
That's so dark.
Where are they?
It's pure black.
Standing in the doorway.
Standing.
Can you move away from the doorway? I don't know what that is.
That's not like a. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious?
You had the one again.
I heard a horn again, Mick.
Yeah,
did I.
heard it too. I heard it. In
I heard
my
it.
headphones.
Play it again. That's the best.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
explain it.
All right, here we go. Action.
Where does it go? What happens? What is it like? What does it look like?
Does it go? And where does it go from?
Who haunts this house?
Right.
Who haunts this house?
No, I'm recording
Will we
this
ever
anyway.
know?
Look.
Whoa! Whoa!
What's the matter?
Whoa!
Oh,
Don't
it's a big
move.
bang.
Don't move an inch.
Come
There's
into the room.
something in the doorway.
I can feel it. I'm cold.
Oh, big draft.
Whoa!
Big draft.
That's dark as well.
Where are they?
That's so dark.
Where are they?
It's pure black.
Standing in the doorway.
Standing.
Can you move away from the doorway? I don't know what that is.
That's not like a. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious?
That's got to be, that house has got to be one of our best captures of evidence to date.
Now you've got to think logically. Why would anybody, if anybody was in the vicinity of that house, be blowing a horn in the middle of the night?
Do we know what time it was? It was quite late, wasn't it?
That was about 1 o'clock in the morning.
It was
At 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning. Who would be blowing the horns at that?
They wouldn't be, would
10 o'clock
they?
at night anyway.
Well, no, it was a really remote place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a few little cottages, farm cottages.
So yeah, it was. It is the LiDAR camera, so it's a bit like the SLS camera, but it doesn't detect movement. It just detects what's depth of field. So it's been changed up a little bit. So in the video, you'll see the little red, the infrared dots all flashing all over the place. But all that's doing is the red dots are sending the signal back to the phone and mapping out the room in depth and telling you how far stuff was away. So it's creating a depth image. And then whatever's come into the doorway has just sucked whatever infrared light out. It's crazy.
Lorna. It'd keep blowing it just to be annoying. True. But it's just because, like, hi from Scotland. Yeah, it's just who would be doing that? No one would be doing it. There was nobody in the vicinity.
It's crazy.
But it doesn't sound like a horn that you would hear typically every day now in the UK.
No.
It does sound old, vintage.
But we have made a decision. We are going back there and we're going to spend the whole weekend there. We're going to spend 2 nights there. So we're going to spend the whole day there. We're going to get there on a Friday evening, spend the whole day there, and then do the Saturday evening as well.
I just think it will be interesting to, like, during, like, on the Saturday when it's day, to lock off some cameras just to see if anything's actually going on in there during the daytime while we go out and dig up some history around the area and just like
we're going to set figure objects off in the house, and then I'm going to get one of them CCTV cameras, and then just pull them around, 2 of them around the house that record 24 hours,
just to see if anything. I don't know if it changes.
I think if we spend the weekend there, because we're new, because the lady can't rent the place out, the place is empty, and she cannot rent the place out for longer than a month to anybody, because they say, we can't live here, there's something going on, we're moving. And they leave.
But it's such a beautiful house.
Nice little cottage.
It is lovely.
Nowhere.
It's gorgeous. Lovely.
Well, let me ask you this. So this is a question that always comes up.
Yeah.
What's the difference between night and day? Why is it more active at night? A lot of people ask that question.
I think it's not, though. I think you're sent right. So we did have a discussion, didn't we? So in the day, you're expecting people to be around. So you could be walking down a high street and you could see a ghost. So me and Nicola had a little bit when we was on holiday in a very, very busy Cornish St Ives town. It's like really old. It's like Diagon Alley, and it was packed. And me and Nicola were walking. I had one of the kids, and Nicola had the 2 boys, and we were walking. And this random old lady that looked like she wasn't from this era. She looked like an old witch, didn't she? What you'd think of was done. And she just walking towards us, but everybody didn't take notice of her. They were just like parting from her. It was the weirdest situation. And then me and Nicola walked up the street, and I was like, I swear I've just seen a ghost or something creepy, because no one else has seen that person. And she was too out of our era to blend in, if you know what I mean.
She just stood out, didn't she? Like a
she was just like a beacon. But no one took no notice of her except for me and Nicola. It was like she was presenting herself towards us.
It was weird. Like, it was strange. Like, she had like she was even wearing clothes that weren't typically of our time. And she kind of, I mean, this high street was busy, and she kind of made a beeline through the crowds of people to make sure that she walked directly in between me and Mick.
Yeah, it was weird. But obviously we was having a discussion, like you go to these old museums and stuff like that, because they're so active in the day, you're like, and people were dressed up in character and stuff like that. You could actually be seeing ghosts in the day, but in your head, you're like, oh, that person's really dressed up really well. You're not expecting it, are you?
No, and I think
some house and you're expecting noises in the day. You're expecting people to walk around.
Yeah, yeah, because you're more. If you hear, so say if I sit in here because I obviously work at home, if I hear a noise in the house, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, there's a ghost, because obviously it is daytime and I'm just expecting to hear sounds.
There's people watching
at night time, I guess, when you're in the dark and you are solely in the dark, I think your own senses are more heightened because obviously you need them more, and I think that's why maybe we get more available to things happening at night, I guess.
That's what artist is. More active during the day, not as active as night. So I mean that makes sense. A lot of people ask that question, so I thought I'd throw it out there. So
yeah. We've even asked that question, haven't we? Before we've like, well, why does it happen at night? Why doesn't it happen during the day? It probably does happen during the day. We just don't capture it.
We're not noticing it.
Yeah, or noticing it.
We're expecting stuff to be around in the day. In the evening, we're not. Like you, Grizzly, with the bicycle coming through the middle of the graveyard. But if that was in the daytime, you wouldn't have looked twice at that.
I wouldn't have thought nothing.
No, you wouldn't have thought nothing. Hi, Rebecca.
That was funny.
Yeah, so it's just it is crazy. That house was crazy. There's definitely something there. But do we know what it is or who it is? No.
Not yet.
We'll find out, I think. We'll get a bit closer. When we go and stay for that long weekend, we'll do a bit of massive research on the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll speak to the landlady and whose house has it been in. It could be just an old man that lived there all his life.
I don't know. I think there was two different types of people there. I think when we had REM pod, it was quite playful.
But it could also be relating to what was on the land there before.
Yeah.
So, and it is obviously it's right next to or bang on a ley line. So, yeah, it could be going back to sort of the Viking times, couldn't it? We just don't know.
Don't know. But now I want to research now to see if there's anything there Viking wise. Because where's the horn coming from?
Yeah, it is definitely a strange one.
Oh, it's a good catch.
Really good. It was probably one of our best catches so far, but not many people have watched our episode. I don't know why.
It makes me sad.
But it's one of them. It's one of them, isn't it? It's hard. Some people don't like the truth today. So
I'd be interested to know the history of the land. Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
That would be cool.
So, but yeah, I just shared the link on the podcast if everyone wants to go and watch the full episode. Because the REM pod was just like constant all night, wasn't it? And we was getting so many good responses. And even we was using ghost balls. I'm not going to call them cat balls no more. We was using the ghost balls and we didn't get nothing off them all night until we go to bed. And then they all start going crazy in the hallway.
We were all like huddled in one room because it was freezing in there. And we were like, the more people we get in one room, the more body heat we're going to share throughout the night. And then we just set up all these cat balls and ghost balls in the hallway. And then when we were laying down, we were like, cat ball.
That's not strictly true what you just said.
Cat ball every 2 minutes.
You were saying, well, you said that the reason we were all in the room together was because of like body heat.
Oh, yeah. And people were scared.
And we were people.
We
were all scared.
I was told. I laid next to the radiator.
I didn't want to sleep downstairs on my own.
No.
And I did have a rant midway through the night at these lot talking, and I was so cold I went mad at them. But I didn't leave that in. I should have done. I was going crazy.
It's funny.
Yeah,
though.
I had a midnight rant at you lot because I was freezing and you wouldn't shut the door.
Midnight.
You were too scared. I wanted to keep the heat in the room, and I was going mad. I was so cold. And these lot always take me to cold places, sleeping in cold prisons and doing all stuff like that.
You need proper sleeping bag.
That's funny.
And the second time you took me to that prison, you forced me to go back to that prison again. I said I won't go back to, and it was freezing. I still took everything that I needed, and I still woke up with ice on my head.
Yeah. It was cold.
It was that night, yeah. It was exceptionally cold that night, yeah.
It was.
She is right. We do need to get some decent sleeping bags.
You do.
Yeah, my bed. I'll drive home.
Okay.
We need to buy the RV. There's a friend of mine selling a big RV around the corner. Massive it is.
Yeah, I'd love it.
We could take that and we'll just do it in Scooby-Doo colours.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It would be cool. Yeah. Well, that's what we've been doing, Grizzly. That's what we've been up to. Plus enjoying Christmas.
And Grizzly's been getting mad with me over Christmas as well. Because I was supposed to help him. And it took months for me to help him. And then one day I had a spare 5 minutes and I helped him. And he went, "I'm so mad with you." And put the phone down because I've done it for 5 minutes.
No, less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
Oh,
yeah, in less than 5 minutes. He's like, "I'm really mad. That is less than 5 minutes. I've been asking you for a month." And then put the phone down on me.
What?
And what did I say? What did I say in the background? Now you know how I feel. Yeah?
5 minutes. So Grizzly like me, Mr. 5 minutes.
And not only that, during my next show, in the comments, he was like 5 minutes. And during when I was talking, that fired me up. I'm in the middle of talking and I see 5 minutes just pop up in the comments.
Oh dear.
I knew he was laughing in bed, probably.
Yeah, I was. In bed naked.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you was a bit mad. But I'm a hard person to like sit down for 5-10 minutes. And just like I will help you eventually, but it just happens sometimes.
I don't know what that means. I'm afraid to ask.
Strop.
A strop.
When you get
you get the huff on.
When you get the
get mad.
You got mad.
They call it a strop on. So when you don't want to talk to me because I've peed you off.
When he was like, "Oh, just do this, do that, and click that," and I was like, "Really?" He's like, "There you go." I was like, "Unbelievable." So
I know it's bad.
It was. Yeah, I'm terrible to get to sit down for 5-10 minutes. It's like when we do the episodes. Nicola keeps nagging me. Just sit down and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna. And it takes me about a week, and then I go, right, I'm gonna upload all the and then she goes so mad at me, so I upload all the memory cards.
I don't nag. I just like if you don't
to the computer,
do it.
And then I upload like the memory cards to upload to the computer. It probably takes about an hour and a half because there's so much there. So I have to keep running in and out. And then by the time that's done, I say it's late now. I'm not going to start yet. So then I'll go to bed and then I'll wait another 3 days. And then I'll go, right, I'm going to start. And then I'll do the intro and then I'll go, right, I'm having a day off. I'm terrible.
He's so bad, honestly. But like, if I just rather it just be, I'm a like, I can't have things hanging over me. If I've got something on, I'm like, get it done. Just get it done. It's done.
I'm the same way. I knock it out.
I can't have it playing in my head. It has to be done and just forgotten about. But with Mick, my God, you could wait months.
No, strop. It's called strop, not strap on. Strop. You got a strop on.
Not a strap on. It's strop on.
I didn't want to go there. I just left it alone for a long.
I think he's strap on.
Yeah, so that was good, wasn't it? Our Castle Cottage. We're definitely going to go back, and we've got tons to do this year.
Strap on, Lala.
A lot of things different, and we're going to try and change our podcasts, not Grizzlies, but ours, because we can't get to Grizzly, so we have to do it through streaming. But we're going to change our podcasts up as well. We're going to sit in rooms and film episodes of podcasts, and we'll do one live a month, one live every 6 weeks. And what we want you to do is messaging questions, evidence, so if we can debunk it or we don't know what it is, that's what we need.
Questions is all.
Q&As, that's what we want.
Oh wow. Okay, sorry. Lala, bless her. Love her. Yeah, no, questions are always good. I like questions because, you know, you're on the spot, aren't you? And you ain't got time to think. You just say what the answer is.
Yeah, I did a little, not a poll, but I did a post asking for questions for tomorrow night's podcast. I've got about 20 so far. So if anybody else got any questions that they want to ask, just message me direct or FDL direct.
Yeah, just message anyone.
Yeah,
any one of us.
20.
So, but we're definitely and as well with Castle Cottage, we took a different stance, did we, in our hunting style. It seemed to work. We let it come to us instead of us chasing the paranormal, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do like tons of calling out.
Not really, not until it started to kick off, and then we went into investigation mode. But it was good. It was good. Good and different.
Have you ever used dowsing rods?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Mick don't like them. I wouldn't say that I'm a massive fan, but you used them before, didn't you, Andrew, when we did railway?
Yeah, the railway cottage, and that's the only time I've really used them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we did get something. They did move. I mean, obviously there was a lot of activity there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
In that particular room, but yeah, no, it's not something that I use a lot of, but I have used them in the past.
See, the trouble is for me, I think if you're hands-on with a piece of equipment, there's always that
element,
subconsciousness,
of
not knowing that you're doing it, and you're saying, "Oh, look, the ghost is doing it." So I think the equipment that you're using, if you cannot touch it, you'll get better evidence from that piece of equipment, i.e. Ouija board. I'm not a lover of it because everybody's touching it, but a lot of people believe in them. So it's one of them.
It's each to their own, isn't it? Everybody's got a different preference on what kind of equipment they'd like to use, but preferably for us, I think the less human interaction with any piece of equipment, the better, because then it eliminates you as a possible manipulator of the equipment.
Even though you probably subconsciously you think you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But how many people can actually stand there for 5 minutes dead still without shaking, moving, or doing anything? I don't think anyone can.
No, which is why when I use my pendulum, I've got it on a cradle.
Yeah.
So there's nobody touching it.
Yeah,
I
so
just wondered if there is something that you could put the dowsing rods into. You probably could stand them, even if you just put them in polystyrene.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, to me, that would give a more accurate reading, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, might try that. So
unless there's water passing underneath you.
Well, this is it. You never know. There might be.
That's how they. I prefer. I can't think. Grizzly has a massive one. There you go.
What?
Right, can't think of the
What?
name. A massive one.
I was like, what?
And I use my pendulum. I've got very accurate with it. Now I've got dowsing rods. I've been pilling with them since last time we talked. They're pretty interesting.
They definitely are interesting. They will tell you where water is and a magnetic field is, but for everybody that you're trying to prove something to, you've got your hands on it. So there's a lot of questions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There is a hell of a lot of questions, and it's the same with a Ouija board. I've done a Ouija board before, and there's been 5 people on it, and it starts moving and giving names. But them 5 people, I don't know. I can't trust them. And then maybe subconsciously they think they're not doing it, but their mind wants to hear names, and things start moving. And then everybody starts moving it together because they all think it's all real. But maybe it is real, maybe it's not. But for me,
we've tried a lot, haven't we, Nikki? And we've never had anything substantial. We may have had a flicker, but we don't know. It could have been us, could have been you, could be anything. But yeah, no, we've never had stuff that I've seen other people get.
Yeah.
It is hard with the maybe if you dip the wood in like goat's blood and done some really demonic rituals with it, and done something and burnt it with yew tree ash and stuff like that, and done some weird ritual with it. But the trouble is, the element for me is if it can move with your hands on, if a spirit can move it with your hands on, why can't it move it with your hands off? Because the planchette isn't heavy at all. It's movable.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it.
Yeah.
So
True.
I might do an episode on a Ouija board podcast all about. I'm not debunking it, obviously for obvious reasons, but it was originally invented as a toy.
Well, and that's how they first came out, right? That was their intention. That, you know, I think it was just something that people took and played with it, and they're like, ooh, and a certain crowd of people used it for certain purposes, and that crowd of people took it and ran with it with the paranormal. So
yeah, I'm not a Ouija board lover. EVPs, REM pod. I reckon REM pod's probably one of your best pieces of paranormal evidence, because there's no way you can make a REM pod go off by standing back from it without touching it.
No.
True.
It's just physically impossible. So, and anybody that goes ghost hunting, they will know the REM pod never really ever goes off. And for us to get that sort of activity that night with that REM pod and responsive is just unbelievable. And I've sent it to really tech savvy guys that know how the REM pod like detailed works and stuff. And he said, I cannot explain that. And he's skeptical as well. And he's personally said to me, I cannot explain how that is doing that. It can't be a fault. It can't be anything. Because if the battery was dying, you wouldn't be getting no noise from it. You wouldn't be getting the lights going up.
Yeah,
So
it has to disrupt the field, right? So,
yeah. It has to be close. And you really have to be really close to that antenna. You literally have to be about an inch away for it to start to go off. So you just can't debunk it. And
if you look at a lot of our investigations, you find that each location tends to work with a certain device. So it's Castle Cottage, it loved the REM pod. So whatever energy was there could really home in on that. We had hardly anything on K2, did we?
No.
When you go to other locations where all you'll get is just the K2, the EMF reader. you'll go to other ones where all they seem to like are the ghost spores. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
The
it is.
different kinds of energy
I
are
know why.
attracted to different devices.
Hmm.
You never go anywhere where it's the whole lot, where
No.
you've got ghost spores, K2s, REM pods,
Yeah.
EVPs. You don't get
It's
all
kind
that.
of one or nothing, isn't it?
You don't. EVPs are different because EVPs, you either get them or you don't. Look at the situation up there. We run upstairs and we got the horn and that whispering, and then it's the same as when we was in Bishton Hall with the EVP with that little girl trying to talk to us. That was just at the start of the night. We didn't get it again, but it was just at that moment it went off. And then for the rest of the night, what did we get? I can't remember in that episode.
On what?
I think it was more K2s. What's just flown behind you, Nicola?
I don't know.
We haven't got no flies about. It's -3. It's not the summer.
What did it look like?
It was like a white line that went across the French paneling.
Did it?
Yeah.
It might be the fish tank reflecting. No?
No. It was something.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll rewind back afterwards. Is the K2 the same as an EVP? No. EVP is what is it? An electronic voice phenomenon.
Phenomena, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So you
might
can hear
be-
voices that no one else can hear through the microphone.
Yeah,
And
so
then
it's a record.
K2 will read the magnetic field being affected around where you are if you're holding it. So, which is the one you get messages? The one we use, the spirit talker that we use, where you get words through, that uses bloody hell about 10 different devices in one go. So it'll use a K2 meter, it'll use a pressure sensor, it'll use a touch sensor, it'll use the compass, it'll use
Gyro.
yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, like
the kit equipment. Yeah,
but then,
right.
like when we've used like that spirit talker thing, that app on certain locations, we've had the words come through. We will only use this, and that's basically all we've had, isn't it? From this, by just using that spirit talker.
Yeah,
it's just
Bizarre.
World full of mystery.
And then we've got Estes theory, we've got the spirit box, haven't we? We use the spirit box for Estes theory through white noise and different radio frequencies, and
yeah,
it's definitely it's strange, very strange.
That's a
the
bluffer.
That's the
your dog. That
yes.
Luna.
Did you hear her?
Yes,
Luna.
shoes on.
It's like she's wearing high heels, I swear to God.
This is on the hardwood floor.
It's like, check me out.
Ooh, Lorna said, do we have a particular favourite item?
For me, it's the EVP. If we capture one, it's the EVP. But if not, then it's when we do Spirit Box.
Okay.
Yeah. So many though, isn't there?
I don't know.
So many to choose from.
Well, to be fair, the LiDAR camera that I'm using now, and it is an app, so you've got to have an iPhone 13 Pro or more, yeah, because you haven't got a LiDAR sensor in the older versions. If you've got one, definitely download the app. It's called Spotted Ghost LiDAR, and it is crazy. To be fair, what we've caught with that in that house, I will be using that quite a lot to see what we've got. I will lock that off in rooms, that LiDAR camera.
Tina states maybe you could start a log with the details of the building, the age, whether stone, brick, etc. If you're near water, ley lines, or other buildings nearby, where there's electricity or in the building, and so forth.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we don't report it, do we?
We don't report it, but I have a journal of like everywhere we go. I write everything down. I'm a bit of a
And then we do a K2 test as well, because you'll get an electromagnetic field from light sockets and plugs, and if there's faulty wiring in the house, because that's originally what it's used for. So we'll go down around the house and just check. And it's like one prison we do. Where is it? No, I can name Shrewsbury Prison. In cell block A, on the right side, there is faulty wiring. So if you walk down the right side of the prison, the K2s go crazy. So there's faulty wiring in the brickwork and stuff. So you know not to go that side.
Not to go that side.
With a K2.
Otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? You know, if you get a blip on it, you can't say it's a ghost, can you? You can't say it's paranormal.
Well, you wouldn't get excited about it if you knew that it wasn't, because it's just like...
No, it is hard.
Yeah, so you got to do your baselines with your equipment to see what's around in your surroundings. Absolutely.
Yeah, we always do that. But maybe we should try and portray that. But it's a boring bit. It's hard, isn't it? Because we. Julie said, so you have an idea what might best over the investigation. Yeah, and what equipment worked on the night? Oh yeah. I know what she's saying. Saying like just list what worked on the night.
Yeah, that's exactly that's a good idea. I will update my journal this year. This year it'll be more in depth, I would say, because obviously you wanna get the most out of it. Even the history. It's like going back there to that place for 2 days. We're going to use that time to go to the local library and look at the history of the land.
Yeah, because obviously Castle Cottage, we was right next door to Stonehenge as well. Literally 2 minutes down the road from Stonehenge, 2 minutes drive.
Do you know what Stonehenge is?
Yeah, we know what Stonehenge is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where the aliens come down.
No,
They might do.
they might have done. They might pop in.
They might put it there.
I know we're going off subject, topic. Grizzly, Miami, was there aliens there or not?
Going to bring that up.
That was actually false news. Last week on my Wednesday show, I made the announcement that this was going to happen. And everybody laughed at me. They're like, we don't know the hell you're talking about. I predicted that, because what happened was when they thought at first that it was a gang turf war. And when they were shooting those fireworks off, I think the police department in the initial news report that same night, I think they estimated 93 calls of 911 within 43 seconds. And now imagine that, approximately 93 people calling 911 saying everybody's shooting at each other, right? So at a busy strip mall like that, or that big city mall. So when that went down, then they also started getting calls that they were starting to loot. So with the mass shootings across America, whether it was in school or in the public, that caused a mass hysteria and everything else. So they did a national call out. Everybody's questioning why they shut down the Miami International Airport. Well, if you notice the airport in the airspace compared to the mall, when they sent the helicopters in, the police helicopters in, they had to shut down that airspace so they can fly over. Because they didn't know what they were getting into. So that's what happened. And I mean, I know some of the Miami-Dade police officers, and they were just laughing. And what happened is that a group of officers on the way back were being filmed, and they were like, "Hey, what happened?" And a couple officers were giggling. They're like, "Aliens." And I was like, "Oh, there it goes. It's going to take off." And it did. And man, and somebody ran with it. And I said that on last Wednesday's show, and everybody's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I was like, "Man, it's going to be a mess." So no, it didn't happen.
So no aliens, Nicola.
No, not during the mall part. Do we have aliens? Absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely about. Oh, talking about aliens as well. Have you seen what that telescope found? That other planet 400 light years away. The exact planet like ours, with all city lights through the planet.
No.
Yeah, if you've not seen it, I'll send you a link.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are worried about lights that far away when we got aliens that live amongst us. You got to talk.
It might be a new world to go to, Grizzly. 400 light years away. I'll be about 20,000 years old by the time we get there. But they have found it. They're sending the other telescope. Yeah, I know they're here. They made us the Akunyaku, whatever it is, Akunyaku.
I'll drop this bombshell like I did on last night's show, right? This flipped everybody else out. So every species, every animal in the animal kingdom, but humans, bless you.
Thank you.
And answer me this. Why does everybody have 48 chromosomes? We only have 46.
With the aliens.
So I'm just saying. Yeah, Roger. It's you ought to see the police forums I'm in on Facebook with the Miami Dade's office. They're laughing to high heel, about that incident, and they're still posting videos out there. And now they're coming up with crazier creatures. It's funny, but people are going to believe what they see on TikTok, and so.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it does really happen, they get good evidence. Nobody's gonna damn believe it. That's
no.
problem.
Fake news wins.
No.
Fakery wins.
Right? That's what kills me when they really get good evidence. We're like, it's fake.
Yep.
So I don't get it.
It kills me.
Crazy. So, shall we wrap up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And then we'll sort out another date when we're back on, Grizzly.
Next week, I reckon.
We'll talk to you. So thanks for tuning in. Tune in to our podcast tomorrow. We'll be on earlier than Grizzly this time because I think we're 5 hours later than you guys. So
Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you.
Happy New Year.
And from coast to coast around the world, everybody, we'll catch you on the 7 o'clock show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Ha